What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for checking out my channel. Today we are going to be painting Bebop and Rocksteady. So let's jump right in. We're going to want to start off by painting a base coat of mummy robes over his skin. And one coat should be more than enough. Once that's done, we are going to paint ultramarine blue on his pants, and we're going to use 2 coats. Now we're going to paint the middle of his pants with a coat of deep blue. Now we're going to paint his skin with Barbarian flesh, and we're going to want to use 2 coats. Now let's move on to his vest, and we are going to use a base coat of dragon red, and once we're done with that, we are going to go over with a final coat of crusted sword. Now we're going to paint the shell with goblin green, and 1 coat is more than enough. Now we're gonna paint all of his pouches and leather straps with leather brown. Now we're going to use Monster Brown as the wood for the bat. For his facial hair, we are going to use Alien Purple, and we're going to do 2 coats. Now we're going to use skeleton bone for his teeth and his necklace. And now that he's done, we are going to go over with a coat of flesh wash. Now let's put a spin on it, and don't worry, I will be going over what I changed at the end of the video. Now we're going to be painting Rocksteady, so let's start off by painting a base coat of mummy robes. We're going to go over at least 1 coat over his pants and his shirt. Now we're going to use Desert Yellow, and we're going to only apply 1 coat to his pants. And now we're going to mix skeleton bone and dry rust. And it was 2 drops of skeleton bone and 1 drop of dry rust. And we're only going to use 1 coat. And now that we're done with that, we are going to go over his skin with ash gray, and we are going to paint 2 coats. And now we're going to paint all of his pouches and leather straps with oak brown. And now for his pistols and buckles, we are going to paint shining silver. And for his assault rifle, we are going to mix gunmetal and matte black. 2 drops of gunmetal and 1 drop of matte black. We are going to paint his shell with goblin green, and 1 coat is more than enough. And we are going to paint his 2 pouches in the back with dragon red. And now we're going to finish it off with a coat of flesh wash. Now let's put a spin on him. So as you can see here, I ended up painting his helmet with army green and his magazines with gunmetal, and his shirt was 1 coat of skeleton bone that I ended up going over with a flesh wash. And I ended up painting his horn and toenails with skeleton bone as well, and I ended up going over with a thin layer of flesh wash. For the slime in the canister, I ended up mixing jungle green and shining silver, and I ended up making the caps shining silver. Now for Bebop, I ended up changing his belt to fur brown, and I ended up painting all of the chains and metal parts shining silver. I ended up using Necromancer Cloak for his straps on his arm and his back, and I ended up using demonic yellow for his bandana on his leg. Sorry I haven't been able to put out videos lately. I've just been super busy, so I hope you guys can bear with me till my next video. And remember to always create, paint, and play. Till next time.